I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay.
I think we still have 2-3 minutes to go.
Yeah,
Before
please,
we start.
we can start sharply at 7:30.
We will. As soon as I hear that recording, that it's being
The
recorded.
recording is already on.
No, it's being live streamed on Facebook.
No.
Recording is not on, only live
The
streaming.
recording is
Not
not on,
yet.
it's live streamed.
Not
Getting
not
live
yet.
streamed.
Welcome, Shahnaz. Good to see you.
Hi, good to see you, Percy. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Our pleasure. Welcome, Neville. Good to see you after a long time.
Thank you, Percy. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody.
Hi, Neville. Good evening.
Hi, hi.
Hi, Barrows.
Hi, Shenas.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
God, we really have people from across the world. Hi, Beram.
Hi there.
Hi, Mer.
Hi, Shanaz.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Ratan,
good
we
to
missed
see
you. We missed you yesterday.
After a
Oh,
long
I'm sorry. Sorry, I missed that one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Don't worry.
Happy New Year to you all.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Yazdi. Hi, Zerik.
Hi, good evening. Hi.
Evening.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, Yazdi.
Hello, everybody.
Good evening.
Hello.
My cousin's here. Hi, Persis.
Hey Sherry, how you doing?
Good to see you.
Yeah, fabulous. Lovely to see you.
Happy New Year.
Fabulous. Good. And hope to see you here soon.
It all depends on Delhi University's madness.
Yes, dear. Can we start? Are you starting the recording? I'll request everybody to go on mute, please. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, let's start. Good evening, good day to all of you, and welcome to our annual Global General Meeting of the World Zarathustra Chamber of Commerce. I just want to inform our Global President, Captain Percy Master, that the quorum has been established and we can start the meeting.
Thank you, Barrows.
Okay, thank you. The first item on the agenda is approval of the global minutes, global AGM held on Saturday, 8th January 2022. The minutes of the meeting have been circulated earlier. We've not received any feedback, so I presume the minutes are correct. And I request somebody to propose and somebody to second it. Viraf is proposing, and can I have a hand? Is that
Temas, I think.
Okay, okay, all right. Seconded Farokh Mystery. Mystery Temas. Okay. Now, let's be crisp because we have another meeting coming up also. So the second item on the program is welcome address and report from our global president, Captain Percy Master. Over to you, Percy.
Thank you, Barrows. I welcome you all to our 21st Global AGM for the year 2022. And once again, wish you all a very happy New Year 2023. Let me start by quoting J.R.D. Tata's guiding principle that nothing worthwhile is ever achieved without deep thought and hard work. Then one must think for oneself and never accept at their face value slogans and catchphrases to which unfortunately our people are too easily susceptible. That one must forever strive for excellence or even perfection in any task, however small, and never be satisfied with second best. That no success or achievement in material terms is worthwhile unless it serves the needs or interests of the country and its people and is achieved by fair and honest means. That good human relations not only bring great personal rewards, but are essential to the success of any enterprise. This just perfectly fits in to our WZCC. I think please mute everybody.
Speak.
Lot of disturbance.
Yes, request everybody to mute, please.
So this principle of J.R.D. Tata, which I have just mentioned, perfectly fits into our WZCC policies and strategy. I took over as WZCC president last year, and I had mentioned in my opening remarks that we will continue with the good initiatives taken by our immediate past president, Adel Daber, and we have continued to do so. In the course of the year, and with the help of senior members and everybody else who gave their comments, we have framed a WZCC strategic plan for 2022-24. Our mission, make WZCC a globally recognized brand, creating sustainable development for women, youth, and seniors. Energize the Zarathustra entrepreneurial spirit. We created 5 thrust areas. 1, promote intellectual, economic, and social values. 2, youth to the fore. 3, women empowerment. 4, chapter development and membership. And 5, communication and outreach. Our goal, maximize the nexus between the creation of economic, social, and intellectual values, thereby fostering prosperity for all, improving the quality of life for people and safeguarding the planet. Our focus, in the context of this vision, work to make WZC globally recognized for its inclusivity across generations and genders, and promoting sustainable development by following the path of ASHA, industry integrity. This strategic plan has been discussed at length in our international board meetings and have been passed by the members unanimously. Just a very brief explanation of what we need to do or intend to do. Trust Area 1, we want to promote intellectual, social, and economic progress of our community. We have all realized that there is no substitute for education, and unless our youth is well educated, we cannot hope for a better future. Various initiatives have been taken in this regard, and a tie-up with Zoroastrian Faculty Network and Setna Trust in India, we have launched a program for higher education through scholarship and educating our youngsters how to get admission into universities in USA, UK, Australia, and so on. This program is very well conducted by Professor Dr. Farokh Mistry, ably assisted by Karishma Koka overseas, and by Mr. Farokh Rustamji in India. We have also initiated economic development of young entrepreneurs through a Business Administrative Committee, BAC in India, and Zarathustra Entrepreneurial Development Fund in North America, ZF. ZF has in fact also offered scholarships for higher education. Both these committees have financed young startups, which have been very successful, about 11 in India and 3 in North America, Canada. We have also initiated Tiger's Den for equity funding which is carried out on an annual basis. It is in our Zarathustri DNA to do philanthropy and give back to society after being successful. One of such social programs is being contemplated for generating water from air or atmosphere. We'll let you know the progress on this. Thrust area 2 is youth to the fore. Here, our idea is to encourage youth to take active part in the development of WZCC, and various measures have been taken to do same. Our slogan is Power of Youth Driving Future Generations. We are in the process of forming a global youth group which will interact and promote youth activities. As seniors, we want to pass on the baton to our youngsters in a progressive manner so that the principle of our religion and WZCC are upheld. A program WZCC is contemplating is budding youngsters in the age group of 10 to 18, which is under discussion, and once the board passes, we will implement it. Thrust area 3, women empowerment. In my opening remarks last year, I had mentioned that we would progress towards gender equality on all boards, all committees, and all decision-making bodies. This is being pursued vigorously. We all know that women usually have great ability to multitask. They look after their families and also be professionals, entrepreneurs, and support the family in every possible way. And therefore, there should be no doubt that they are equal to any challenge. We have Behroz Daruwala, who is a global secretary and also the president of the India Region Board, and she's doing a fabulous job. Chapter development and membership. This is an area which is very much on our agenda. In the past year, we have initiated membership cards with an individual membership number, which identifies the region as well as the status of the member. This data now is being compiled and will be registered properly so that we can keep a proper track of all the members globally. Membership cards specially designed have been already circulated to most of the chapters in India and overseas, and in the next one will be completed. Our membership is also increasing steadily in India in particular, and 2 new chapters are in the pipeline. Equal emphasis has to be made to increase membership overseas. Trust area 5, communication and outreach. We have realized that if we have to succeed, we have to keep in touch with current developments with IT and social media. Our website is being redesigned. Social media has been encouraged to take professional help so that WZCC brand is recognized globally. This is, in a nutshell, what the strategic plan is laid out to do in the years to come. Besides the above, we have promoted WZCC News, and 4 publications have already been published and has received great acknowledgement from the members as well as our community. This newsletter brings WZCC globally closer, and all members know what is happening in various chapters. It also fosters friendship and networking. Social media plays a very important part in advising the members of what WZC is strongly doing, what events are being planned in the future, so on and so forth. We have also initiated raising of finance for our administrative office in India and other developments which we want to do in the future. We had formed various committees last year to carry forward the initiatives taken, and these committees are doing a very good job by interacting on Zoom platforms and developing new ideas. Before I actually conclude, I would like to say a few lines from Thus Spoke Zarathustra, which are very relevant to WZCC principles. It says, taking the first step with a good thought, the second with a good word, and the third with a good deed, I entered paradise. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us stick to this principle of good thoughts, good words, and good deeds, which has made our community prosper, and WZCC has a very big role to play in this. So, thank you very much. Behroz, take over.
Thank you, Global President. Very enlightening speech from you. I know for sure that most of us, 99% of us, are committed to the causes that you have laid forth, and we will forge ahead and support you in all manner.
Thank you.
The next item on the program is a brief presentation of only 3 annual reports. All reports from all chapters and all committees have been printed if and when and as and when they have been received. If they've not been received, it's mentioned not received. If they've been received, they've all been printed. And I'm sure you all have had time to go into it. So we will not spend time reading out or enumerating all the reports, but 3 important reports, just the highlights of it will be done just now. First is from Perseus, a Global Vice President. Perseus, if you can give us a brief report, 3 minutes.
Sure. Thank you, Barrows. Thanks, Percy, and hello, everybody. My brief report here focuses on something that underpins everything our Global President Percy has just been talking about, which is setting up a communications platform for all of our membership to be able to network and share experiences, which is at the heart of everything Percy was talking about. So one of the subcommittees that Percy mentioned is the WZCC newsletter, which is working closely with the social media subcommittee to really get the communications moving across all of us all the time. So this is something I think everyone can benefit from, especially the more we support it, the more we get from it. So it's a different and crisp way of sharing news across us all. A crisp online 10-minute read that's put together once a quarter at the beginning of each quarter. And this has been set up the last year now. It's gathering pace, it's gathering steam. It's networked now to other publications, for example, Fazana. And so we have some major global reach across the world, everyone, which is quite unique to our community and our Chamber of Commerce. So please do use it. And really just a big thank you to the subcommittee that I've been setting up, but mostly to Zareen Karas, who is our editor-in-chief. Well done, Zareen. Dilnawaz Shroff, who is our roving reporter. Shenaz Siganporia, our chief typesetter, and Percy Master himself steering us in the right direction. And Behram Pastakia as our US correspondent. And working now very closely with our social media committee under Rashna Sanjana, I hope all of us can really make the most of this very important communications platform, which will underpin everything we do. So we're looking forward to your contributions of all kinds. Please don't believe that anything that you have to offer is not of interest to anyone else. It certainly is. And please make sure that your chapter does update everyone every quarter about the news from your country or your region, because we are all extremely interested. Okay, that's the main focus, and thank you very much. Back to you, Barrows.
Thank you, Persis. The next item on the program is report from Honoris Corporate Secretary. That's my report. I have given a report in the annual general, the complete report, but just the highlights of it is, none of our directors are retiring this year or have resigned. All 17 of us, which includes past president and CEO, are still on. We have area regional people, 5 of them. And recently, Percy established committees, subcommittees added to the subcommittees that were already there. And so far as I can see, we have 15 ongoing subcommittees with their coordinators in place who are individually and independently working, still coordinating with the region and the global world. All the minutes that were distributed to the people concerned. Updating and membership is an ongoing process. We are all striving. I request all of you to help out, assist in getting more members, youth and otherwise. We have 16 chapters, but we have less than 1,000 members, which we want to, that's the picture we want to improve. And information as and when that comes to the Secretariat is distributed, disseminated, and e-blasted to the people concerned. Of course, due to COVID, our movements were restricted. Now they are opening up shortly. The webinars that were held by Zoom were very, very successful. We've done a good job of it. Each chapter has done a good job of it. And with the restrictions removed now, we request that each chapter physically greet, meet, network, and do it. You're also welcome to have hybrid webinars if you want, and functions. I wish all the chapters all the success. And I request that you guys kind of influence people near to you, neighbors to you, to mingle, to network, to become members. And last but not the least, I want to my thanks start from right from the top, the chief, global president, down to the board of members, to chapter chairs, to region people, region chairs, to all you members, and last but not the least, to the administrative office. I go there every week personally, friends, so I know how much work they put in. The government work that is involved in running the various things, organizations are different chapters and stuff like that. The liaising between chapters, the liaising between board members, and the problems that crop up every now and then. Percy, I think, mentioned or missed out to mention that we are having identity cards. That has been an eye-opener, trying to get chapter chairs to give us their members and to tell us whether they are active or not, in good standing or not, whether they are individual or corporate. It's been a mammoth task. Unfortunately, whatever information we had was when the association started. It had not been updated. I don't know for what reason or whatever reason. We find that it's a mammoth task just to get the proper names. So I request and urge all of you, all chapter chairs, all region people, to please ensure that your records are up to date, so that as and when requested, we have it on our central office and we can then monitor, expand, and know what it is. We've been making calls and we find that the gentleman has expired 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Nobody informed the office. There's no way for us to know about it, what happens globally, unless the chapter chairs inform us or let us know about it. So I do request chapter chairs to be a bit more active on the membership side, so that all our records, expenses, and things involved with all the members is kept in order. That's all. Thank you very much. Thank you, Aspi, and your staff for working so hard and helping us out in every possible manner. Thank you all. Next, I go now to Global Treasurer, Ratan. You're
Sure.
on.
Thanks, Veros. Hello, everyone. I have pleasure in presenting the 2022 financial statements of the global WZCC entities. In the sheet that you would have seen, I have compiled or aggregated the financial information that I received from all the worldwide WZCC entities. You will observe that there is a $35,000 US profit, which is a net increase in the total assets for 2022. This increase mainly comes from the India region, which comprises of 3 chapters, the Mumbai, Pune, and the Bangalore chapters. You will also notice that some of the smaller chapters do not have any amounts in the financial information. This is mainly because of COVID. These chapters are slowly recovering from COVID. It's not to say that they have not had any activities. I have been told by the chapter chairs that there were informal activities in these smaller entities, and that they are slowly getting back on track, and they will soon have more formal activities in 2023. I'll just end by saying this is my first year as Global Treasurer, and I wish to thank Ketayan Kapadia, the past treasurer, for her excellent handover of the past financial statements, and also all the chapter chairs and officers for submitting their information timely. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Is there any question forgot to ask, sorry, for Secretary's report or Treasurer's report?
Yeah, Veros, just one thing to mention. I welcome Arzan Wadia, Fezana President. Thank you for attending, Arzan. Much appreciated.
Arzan, are you not a member of WZCC?
No, I am.
Okay.
I'm a card-carrying member of the WZCC.
All right. Okay. Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm doing double duty over here.
All right. That's fine.
Thank you. Thank you,
That's all
Arzan.
we're here for. Thank you, Arzan. Next on the agenda is announcement of annual WZCC Outstanding Award winners. Okay. We had received a lot of nominations and they were sent out to 3 judges and all their scores were recorded and brought together, calculated. So I have very great pleasure in announcing the following. The Outstanding Zartusti Entrepreneur of the Year 2022 is Sir Ron Khalifa. He is from UK. I will not read out all his resume because those run into pages and pages for everybody. So we leave you guys to attend the conclave in July so that you can tell us and we can tell the world what you're all about. The second award is Outstanding Zartusti Professional of the Year 2022 is Mr. Rohinton Surti. He's from Bahrain. The third award is Outstanding Young Zartusti Professional of the Year 2022. He is Bahram Firozgari, Mr. Erwad Bahram Firozgari. He is from USA. And the fourth award is Outstanding Zartusti Social Entrepreneur of the Year 2022. That is Mrs. Shehnaz Kama. She is from India. Percy, if they are present, do you want them to say a word or two or a sentence or two? Or
Yes.
Yeah, I think what I would suggest is that first of all, congratulations to all the winners. It has been a pleasure to have you here on this program today. And we would like you to say a few words, of course, but we will be formally handing over the awards to you during the London conclave. So please be there. It will be a very nice function to attend. And if you in case cannot make it, then we'll send the award to your chapter chair to present it to you personally. So once again, congratulations to all of you and well done.
Is Sir Ron Khalifa here? May I request him to say a few words?
I don't think he is.
Yes, can you?
His sponsor, Mr. Canteenwala.
No, actually, Ron isn't here.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
that's fine.
In fact, you will meet him at the conclave. He's actually going to speak, and of course, he'll be at quite a few of our events.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Shehnaz. Thank you. Next is Mr. Rohinton Surti from Bahrain. I heard him earlier. Yeah. He's there, right?
Yeah, he is there.
Rohinton, would you be kind enough to say a few words?
Yes, I'm right here. On behalf of the BZA in Bahrain, I'll say hello to everybody firstly. And then thank you very much for conferring this award on me. And I hope I can do a lot more for our community, like I am contributing in Bahrain elsewhere as well. So hope we can meet up sometime and then, put the names to the faces. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Adil. I hope you are a WZCC member.
Yes.
Don't put him in the spot like that. Okay. All right. The next one is Bahram Firozgari. Firozgari has sent us a 1-minute video. He is a doctor, young professional who was not running the marathon that is happening all over globally. We had one in India, Bombay also. He's working as a doctor. He's a doctor by profession. So he's going to look after people who stumble and tumble in the marathon. But he has sent us a 1-minute video. Yasdi, can we just show that, please? Aspi, have we sent it to Yasdi? Yeah. There you go.
Hello. I am Bahram Firozgari. I am offering my deepest gratitude to the World Zoroastrian Chamber of Commerce for being the recipient of the Outstanding Young Zartusti Professional Award. I am sadly unable to attend. I'm actually a sports medicine doctor here in the city of Houston, and I'm working the Houston Marathon as one of the sports med docs. So this will be playing. I'll probably be taking care of some runners and athletes bright and early here in Houston. But I do want to wish my thanks to the WZCC, not just for this award, but for the countless events and lectures and seminars that they've hosted over multiple platforms. I've been grateful to have attended multiple of these over the last 20 years. And I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for the WZCC, but also the Zoroastrian community and my family. I constantly feel the love and support, and at each step of the way, the countless hours and years, people have been right there offering advice, help, and I try my best to reciprocate that to the youth right now as I progress through my field. And despite all those hours and years I mentioned, I am blessed. I'm grateful to do what I do. I love my job, and I can implement one of the core values of Zoroastrianism. As Zartushtis, you know, we are in Yatahu very encouraged to give to the needy, serve the underserved, and in my job, I provide care and charity to all demographics, but especially the underserved. And so for that, I plan to continue supporting my fellow Zoroastrians. I thank you again, the WZCC, and everyone for your support. I encourage you to also support our youth and sending love and tandarusti to everyone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The next is our very own Shehnaz Kama. Shehnaz, I know you are there. Over to you for 2-3 minutes.
Thank you so much, all of you. This is a great honor. And I have to really thank Zeric for nominating me. I'm most grateful. I know so many of you, I've met so many of you over the years, and I've been trying very hard to become a member of WZCC Delhi, but our chapter seemed to have died. So that's my first job. I want to really revive it here because I think that's very important. I really think that what Persis, my cousin Persis Setna of England said is extremely important because we are honestly a diasporic community. And I think we really need to be interconnected, not only just for our youth and education, but for everything, including our heritage and culture. So I'm so happy finally to be a member, thanks to Beros and Nilofer working it out together yesterday. And thank you so much, Aspi also, and the head, Mr. Percy Master, and all of you, my friends over here. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Shehnaz. That about ends the annual Outstanding Award item. The next item is discussion on WZCC conclave that we're so looking forward to. I guess I hand it over to Perseus. Is that correct? Perseus, are you going to lead it, or Shehnaz?
No, I think I'm going to hand it to our UK chair, Shehnaz Engineer.
Yes.
Over to you,
Okay.
Shehnaz.
I thought as much, but I wasn't sure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, actually, we've been very active in organizing the conclave. I think it's going to be quite different from all other congresses and conclaves we've had. We're going to move you to different historic places where we will obviously have our talks, our breakouts, all those kinds of things. We've got some very exciting speakers. They're mainly Zoroastrians, and actually, I think we will get quite a lot out of this. So the first day, obviously, we will have, we are hoping to have that on the 26th, because we've had, there is a problem with the House of Commons because they're closing. That'll be their last day before they close for recess. So we could only get one slot. So we will in fact start the conclave in the evening of Wednesday, the 26th at Zoroastrian Center, and then move on the next day to some historic sites, including the House of Commons, where we will hope to have maybe a minister, if Lord Karan Bilimoria can organize that, and other quite eminent speakers, because it's the House of Politics, etc. So we will have someone from politics, some politicians, MPs, including the local MP who represents Zoroastrian Center, Gareth. He's brilliant. So this is how we're going to move. Then the evening, we're going to have a nice cruise down the River Thames. The day after, we will be in a hotel which actually overlooks the Tower of London. It's a fabulous site. And then again, we will have talks, panels, and I'm hoping that we will bring people in from the London Chamber of Commerce and the British Chamber of Commerce, because I know that so many of the WZCC overseas members want to meet people from different chambers. And if we get the British Chamber of Commerce or the London Chamber of Commerce, at least they could talk to these people and perhaps get an idea of what they can do for you and vice versa. After that, the evening at the moment, I'm not so sure. Again, I'm hoping to have another historic site, which, you know, it takes time to get through all the red tape and so on to get these places. Again, the House of Commons was quite difficult. The following day, we are hoping, that will be a Saturday, we are hoping to be in the morning at Lord's Cricket Ground through Sir Ron Khalifa. He's on the board of the English National Cricket Board. And so he's trying to arrange it, but it all depends if they have a game at Lord's. But that'll be quite exciting. You will see the media center. And of course, the long room, which most people can never see unless you're a member. So we're hoping to get that. In the evening, we will, of course, have our awards ceremony back again as Zoroastrian Center, which we hope will be a gala dinner, maybe entertainment, maybe dancing. I'm not so sure. But anyway, that's what's going to happen. Then the following day, the Sunday, it's optional. We are hoping to take people who would like to go outside London to Shakespeare Country. So that concludes it, actually. If anyone wants to ask me some questions, you're most welcome.
Shanaz, if I can ask a question.
Shanaz, when will the registration start?
Right. Well, because of the House of Commons and the problems we'd had, we're hoping that we will get the website ready by the 20th. So, and we've got the hotels as well.
20th of February?
No, January.
Okay.
Oh, that's just around the corner.
That's just okay.
In about a week's time.
Yeah.
And Shanaz, what about hotels? Are you, because some people
what I
want
was
to come
going to
early,
say.
some people want to go late. Are they going to get the facility of the same rate for extended stay? Because that's the question that is coming up again and again in India. If some people want to come early or go late, and can they avail of the same discount that at the hotel that they register?
The cheapest hotel at the moment, they've said that they would allocate rooms to us, but later on, you see, we are in the height of the tourist season, so they don't want to, box themselves in. But they're hoping that they would give us the same rate. This is why, when you register with, go into the platform, which we've got some links for hotels, book the hotels as well at the same time, which will, be helpful to you, in fact. So we have got different hotels from comfort inns, which are, reasonably priced, to the most expensive, which is Westin Marriott. And we've got some in between. We've also got links with some of our more budget hotels like Premier Inn. So
you will give us a code on the website to tell them?
Well, this is it. Certain hotels have given me a code where they've actually given me a discount. Others, I'm afraid that you'll just get the link and they want you to pay what they will charge in July. Not everyone, is happy to give us a discount because they don't really have to. Some of them, it's going to be so busy for them in July. London is going to be swamped. So, so really, the sooner you book, the better rate you will get.
And will there be some guidance of how far it is from the center where you are going to?
All of them, all of them are in the center. Mostly, at least 3 of them are in Victoria, 2 of them are in the City of London, where we're going to be on the Friday. But they will be in the West End. If you need to go somewhere or to one of our, venues, all you have to do is 2 or 3 stops on the Underground. So they'll all be in the center of town.
So there is no transport available from your center where we are going to hold the Congress to various places, right?
No, but Behrouz, you're not understanding. We are moving around.
I understand that.
The first day we will be at Zoroastrian Center, which isn't in the center of town. It is in the suburbs. So you would have to take a tube. This next day we are in the center of town. The day after we're in the center of town. And in the evening, we will be at Zoroastrian Center. Seeing where people are booking their hotels and all, we might do something about getting a coach or something. So we want to keep it loose for the time being until I see, where people are booking. And we will have a central point in center of London, and maybe then bus everyone to Zoroastrian Center for the evening gala.
Okay. That's what it's late in the night. Are we supposed to fend for ourselves or accordingly, or will we be at the center or the location and the bus will take us
Yeah, but don't worry. London is a very safe place, and and Zoroastrian Center is right opposite a tube station, which has 2 different lines. You never have to worry about coming back into London. On a Saturday, the tubes run for 24 hours. So really, actually, transport is the least of your problems in London. It is so well situated for buses, underground trains, overhead trains. But if we find that it's easier to bus everyone, for the gala, we'll do it. That's not a problem.
Those are questions that are coming up regularly in the office.
Yeah, no.
So
but,
that's why I'm asking.
I mean, London is so easy to commute.
Yes.
It's not a problem.
No. Okay, all right. I know about it, but these were just the questions that came up. I think I'll find out and get clear. Arzan had something to ask, right?
Yeah. So Shanaz, I'm currently actually with a whole bunch of youth over here in Toronto who are also going to be at the Youth Congress later on. One of the big challenges that I'm getting and a slight pushback is that, when I tell people, you should stay back for the WZCC conclave, and the general impression is that there is just, if it's just much more sightseeing, then what's the purpose of doing that? People are hoping.
I'm really surprised that people are thinking that. You should be really pleased that we're trying to get some historic venues. But in that venue, we will have content. And that is
so I think that probably
it is not a historical tour around London, but it's going to be different. London should be showcased. That's what I want to do. It's going to be showcased, but in that showcase, we will have content.
Right. I see. I mean, I don't kill the messenger, but what I'm trying to is I'm just trying to give you some feedback. Maybe that information, if that is put out, it'll get more younger people to register. If there are actual networking events, because I think for young people, they're looking to meet, other famous folks, like people who are titans of industry and all of that, who will come to that, but not necessarily in a social setting, right? More in a professional, how WZCC AGMs sometimes in the past used to be. So if you already have that, I think it's just a matter of communicating and putting it out there so that,
Well, actually, Azan, we are going to put that out on our website. I mean, like Sir Ron is going to speak. We've got Cyrus Mebawala, again, an eminent person who is always on, CBCC and CNN and places like that. I mean, he talks about the fintech section. And so we will have quite, people who you may not know abroad, but certainly in Britain, they're quite famous. Cyrus comes on Bloomberg all the time. So we will have people like that, and the content will be there. It's just that I think it's more exciting to be in historic venues, and I think you should take that on board. because you would never get a chance to go to those venues, but we will have, speakers at those venues.
Mayor, did you raise your hand? I saw a hand go up. Mayor Besania, do you have anything to say? No, okay, all right.
I think it's Natalie Gandhi.
Okay, Natalie. I'm sorry, I can't see her hand or picture, so.
Yeah,
thank you, but I don't have a comment right now. It sounds wonderful.
Thank you, Natalie.
Okay, anyone else has any questions?
Yes.
Because who's the yes? Okay, Farooq. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Farooq?
I want to thank the organizers for the Youth Congress in London coming up in a few months. I've been getting flooded with requests that we need to attend the Congress, and the waiting list is now closed. So is there any way that you are going to reopen a few slots for the people who register?
Actually, the Youth Congress is not what I'm working on, but I believe that they are looking at as adding people to the list and trying to get them in. I think the problem is that we have very strict safety rules in this country, and certain hotels can only take on so many. And that is the problem about actually the conference room itself. So they are looking into it because, very, very flattered that so many people want to come. But it's just getting, for health and safety reasons, we've got to get the right conference hall.
Yes, I have at least 4 people whom I know are on the waiting list. If you can,
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's they've got it in hand anyway.
So WZCC is not involved in this youth congress, right?
We've got one day when I think it's the 25th when we've got 2 hours, but WZCC as entity is not involved in the sense that the youth want to do it for the youth, and I think that's a good thing.
No, that's fine, but youth of what? Your association? TCFT? Okay, all right. I just wanted that clarity. Because everybody thinks that it's WZCC and we get flooded with these questions. So if they do come to us, who do we send them to? Saying, please refer to so-and-so, and apart from just going to the website, who should they go to?
Actually, the youngsters have told me that they do want everyone to go through the Youth Congress website.
Okay, we can tell that. As long as we are clear on how to guide them and not confuse them, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Any other questions on the conclave? No? Then, okay, let's go to the next item. Announcement of global AGM pertaining to the year January to December 2023 to be held by Zoom and WZCC conclave.
Yeah, I think Viraf will brief you up on that.
Okay.
But it is going to be a physical meeting this time, where the AGM will also take place. So, and it will be a hybrid meeting. So for the AGM, people from all over the world can also, attend. But Viraf, if you can just give them a little brief.
Yeah, I'll let Temas do it. But before that, I give it to him, just the announcement that the AGM itself will be hybrid, but the rest of the days will be a physical meeting.
So the conclave, AGM and conclave is combined?
It will be combined together. It will be in the first week of January, and I'll let Temas take you through the other things. Temas, please.
Temas, unmute yourself, please. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Veera, for giving me the mic. So at the outset, let me congratulate and wish all best wishes to Sernaz Engineer for the London conclave. I'm sure it will be a great thing for everybody who will be attending the conclave. Well, we will be definitely ready to hold the WZCC conclave 2023 in Pune, and we'll be making necessary arrangements. You all must be knowing that we were already prepared to go in for physical meeting a year before, but because of COVID, that thing was postponed and we had to have a virtual meeting. So the year to come, we'll be ready to host the meeting. I'm sure with the help of my committee members, my members and the youth committee members, WE members, we'll be putting up a good show, and we will be definitely taking good points from the past conclaves which are held, from the London conclave also, and we'll do our best to make it most attractive. And once we are sure with, we are definitely the details and the working, we'll let you know. And we at this juncture, I would welcome one and all to attend the WZCC Conclave 2023 in Pune. Thank you.
Any questions on that?
But when can we expect dates for this?
So tentatively, Arzan, tentatively, without really think, we are looking at 5th to 7th Jan. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but it's not fixed yet. But tentatively, this is what we spoke on the international board meeting yesterday, and even Adel suggested these dates. So tentatively, 5th to 7th Jan is what we're looking at.
Because you guys prefer to come down after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year and things like that from US, or closer to New Year, December, January. So you all can give us a feedback saying, you know, what is a convenient time for you guys? Because then you all want to go back to work also, or to go back early enough. Yes, Edal, Boloji.
Yeah, definitely not between Christmas and New Year's.
Okay.
Because people like to stay with their family and do things. So unless you're visiting India, it's good for those people. But the people who are especially coming, it has to be after, you know, in early January.
So I think 5th to 7th makes sense because it's a weekend and the first week also. So people can.
That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's right.
In January. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
I mean, the other reason why I was asking was that recently I met the Vada Dasturji in Bombay, and he was saying that they're also going to revive the Iransha Utsav around the same time, potentially. So, but I think that's probably going to be in the last week of December, if at all it happens otherwise. So that's why I just want to know if the dates are going to clash.
Normally, Arzan, we have the festival Udvada Utsav and then our AGM or something like before or after. We do club up together so that all those coming from abroad have, you know, benefit with both the functions, that kind of a way. Do you want us to correlate with him in any form or no?
No, so we,
I mean, I'm just putting it out there as a marker.
We can talk to them. So
just talk to him. You know, it's just.
Okay, then that I leave to Temas and Viraf.
Yeah, we'll definitely look into it.
Any more questions? Any more suggestions? Nothing? All right, that's good. Any other matter with the permission of the chair? If you all want to discuss anything, comment.
Yeah, I was thinking ahead. Yesterday we talked about potentially Toronto being the next AGM after Pune. So people who want to plan way ahead can think about that.
So for Toronto, hold on. For Toronto, then it will be the AGM will be by Zoom and the conclave will be at a Dilnava's not so cold time, right?
Correct.
Okay, all right. Okay, Toronto after Pune. Is there any other region or chapter or somebody who wants to kind of think about this, put a foot forward, or we'll just let Toronto do it? Okay, all right. I don't hear anything else. Closing remarks. Percy, would you like to? Sorry, yes, Xerxes.
Xerxes, hi.
Yes, hi.
Good evening. I'm just, how did we choose Toronto? I mean, was this just everybody putting their hat in or what? I mean, we'd be happy to host it as well.
Xerxes, 1 year it's India and the other year it's out of India. So that's the way it has been done so far, ever since the inception, only because we have a lot of population. So we have it in India 1 year, and the next, because they were growing at that time, we had very few chapters, and correct me if I'm wrong, Edel and Percy. So the alternate year, we would offer it to the globe, whoever wants to do it. That's been the procedure.
Yeah, that has been the practice.
No, that's been the practice. But, you know, I think we need to bring an AGM to Mumbai. It's been some time. We have the most amount of members. If more than nearly 50% of our membership is from Bombay. And I think we should at some stage think about, you know, I mean, we've discussed this issue many times.
So after Toronto,
just 1 minute. Beros, let me just clarify. You know, we give, even for Indian chapters, we give by rotation. It was Bangalore, then it was Bombay, then now it is Pune, then it will again go to Bangalore, Bombay, Pune, like that. So we have to give all chapters also a chance to host and make the most of it. So we will also get it.
Bombay decided to have it in Lonavala, but that was actually a Bombay.
It was.
Yeah, that was
we
Bombay.
always have it a little outside the city because then people are more focused. But we go strictly by rotation, and that's how it is done.
Okay, because, we've been talking about these costs and sharing the costs and stuff like that. And I mean, if we are getting saddled with most of the costs, I think we need to hold AGMs and put a show of strength in Mumbai more often,
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, Beroz.
Anything else? Okay. Yes, Farokh Rustamji wants to say something.
Would you like me to say a few words on the Zoroastrian Faculty Network programs?
No, those things are put in the report. So they're all in the
And Farokh, we are also having a post AGM just now, so you can continue
talk
your.
about it.
Okay.
The global audience is not really interested, except the board members.
Okay.
Anything regarding global stuff? Anybody else wants to say anything, comment on anything? If not, I just want to thank you all.
Beroz, sorry to interrupt. I think Karishma has a hand up.
I couldn't see it. Sorry, I apologize, Karishma. Tell us.
Just to bring up the point that Sir Rohinton Khalifa is doing a webinar with the Zoroastrian Trust Funds of Europe and Zoroastrians.net in the Zoroastrian Legacy webinar on the 12th of February. And we'd like everyone to attend and hear what he has to say, if that's possible.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Send us an advice, Karishma.
Thank you. Anything else? We move on. Okay, all right. Closing remarks. I don't have much to say. We've all said it all. I just want to thank everybody once again. Please keep in touch. Be more communicative, be more open. Let's be transparent. Let's communicate with our members. Let's meet, greet, network now that we've opened up. And if you have time to offer, you have efforts to offer, you have ideas to offer, please do send us an email. We've got so many committees now. Surely we can fit your idea into one of them and move forward. It's only by being inclusive and being communicative that we will go forward fast and soon. Please avoid these side discussions, side conversations, side decisions. Let's just be all inclusive. Let's talk about it. We are there, we agree to disagree. We can say yes to a no and no to a yes. We work in a democratic manner with majority going all the time. So don't hesitate. You have something to say it and let it get out. Let's talk about it so that we don't pester and have these little things going around. Let's not politicize this WZCC, please. It's open, it's inclusive, it's open for networking, it's open for discussion. It's willing and wanting to move forward. So let's just do that. Thank you very much, everybody.
Beroz, just inform everybody about the post AGM immediately.
Okay, I was coming to that. Thank you, everybody. Now, the formal AGM is over. We will leave. Thank you. Good night. Good day. Have a best day. But for all the directors, the international board directors, we have given you a different link. We are planning to have the post AGM of the board of directors within next 5 minutes. My grandfather clock says 8:25, 8:30. Within next 5 minutes, we will, all the directors, please click on the link, all of those who have received the invitation, and join us. Till then, good night, good day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Officially closed.
Thank you very much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.